All right, guys, so we already know that it's holiday season, ergo robbing season, which basically means anything nice that you have that someone else doesn't have, they're going to probably try to take it from you, right? That goes for your Charger, your Challenger, your Hellcat, your ScatPack, your SRT, whatever the case may be, they're going to want it, all right? With that being said, you need some sort of either preventative maintenance to stop them in the act, or you need something that at least if they do break into your car, you can at least track it to see where it goes. Now, a lot of you guys already know that I push CarLock heavy on this channel. Some of you guys are not sold on it. I get it. Some of you guys are not sold on CarLock. Some of you guys are not sold on going out and spending $300, $400, $500 on another security system. I got it. The least you could do is have something in your car at all times that tracks the location. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Apple AirTag. Let's talk about it. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Knockout 360 here with another video for you guys. As you can tell, I'm in a car that makes this car vlog. You already know what's going down. When I come around, let's get into it. Car content, car shows, car reviews, car meets, anything and everything car related happens on this channel. So if you're into that, make sure that you stick around because you're in the right place. For everyone else, hit the subscribe button as well as that notification bell so that you know what's coming out and when it's coming out. So let's talk about it, man. You guys know that I push CarLock real heavy on this channel. As you can see, I'm still going to push it heavy on this channel. Always will. But some of you guys are not sold on that. And I get it. At the end of the day, it's not my place to force something down your throat, especially when you have to pay for it, especially when you got to put it in your car. I get it. You're not sold on CarLock. And some of you guys are not sold on the idea of going out and spending $300, $400, $500 on a security system that, or an alarm system or car detection or car theft detection system, all that stuff. I get it. You know, a lot of people want to buy a nice car. They want to tint it up. They want to put the graphics on it. They want to cut the pipes. They want to put big rims on it. I get it. You know, you got priorities and securing your car may not be one of them. I get it. The least you could do, though, if you're not interested in preventative maintenance, and I say preventative maintenance or preventative security in the sense that you're basically stopping people from breaking into your car. And if they try to break into it, you get some kind of alert notification or something. If you're not into that and you don't believe in that and you think that's a waste of money, the least you could do is have something in your car at all times that's going to track your location at all times. Ergo, Apple AirTag. We've talked about this in a previous video, guys, and we kind of talked about it on a bad note because a lot of people were dropping these things in people's cars and tracking them home and then stealing their cars after the fact. But you already know that if somebody puts one of these things in your car, you should get a notification that an unknown AirTag device is in the premises. At that point, you pull over, see what's going on. I actually had something like that happen to me. I talked about that in a previous video. It turns out it was just mine, but for some reason it wasn't registering. But for you guys out there, like I said, that's not sold on dropping all this money on monthly subscriptions and dropping all this money on car alarms and car theft detection devices, I get it. But you need something in these cars because, like I said, in the previous video, we talked about this where 3 ScatPacks in Charlotte, well, 4 ScatPacks got broken into. 2 out of the 4 of them were stolen and have yet to be found. And these cars were taken this past Friday before Christmas. So the 22nd, 23rd, something like that. And they've been gone for a week. Now, mind you, if your ScatPack or your Charger is one of one like mine, and something happens and you give the police, it's a wide body Charger with 1 racing stripe down the side of the driver. That's going to be pretty easy to find. But if you have no graphics or nothing like that on your car, your Charger and Challenger is going to blend the hell in with every other Charger and Challenger that's in the city, right? So here you have this $40, $50, $60, $70,000, $80, $90, $100,000 car, and you have no way of tracking where the hell this car is at any given time. Well, for you people, like I said, that don't believe in the car security, detection, all that stuff, I get it, but you need something. I've learned that a lot of people are using simple AirTags, right? I use AirTags amongst 2 or 3 other things in my car so that I can constantly know where my car is at all times. So I still have Uconnect service on my car, so they GPS it there. Of course, I have CarLock, and then I have AirTag, you know. AirTag is not used for car security. Let me specify that, you know. If somebody breaks into your car, your AirTag could be sitting right there in the cup holder. You're not going to get an alert that your car is being broken into. But God forbid that it does get stolen, you can track it and GPS it at all times. Now, me personally, this AirTag is for my keys. So don't think that I'm stupid enough to just leave my shit in the, you know, cup holder. I'm not. But Drop that $29 on something to track your car at all times. Now, this is kind of like a budget option. You can use other things to track your car. This is just what I know and what I've seen people using and what I'm using personally, right? Now, the biggest thing about the AirTag is you don't want it to be located by somebody breaking into your car, right? You got hella options. Let's break it down.
I didn't get that.
Shut your ass up. Now, disregard how junky my trunk is. I'm weird like that. I keep my, gas cap and my utility bag and some boots in case I got to step on somebody's ass or step in somebody's ass. But tell me where my AirTag is. Matter of fact, just looking around, tell me where my AirTag is looking in the car or looking at the car. You can't tell. And to be honest with you, I kind of forgot where the hell I put it. I got a general idea, but I forgot where the hell I put it. But I know that it's working. And the reason that that's important is because you want to put your AirTag in a position that people will not be able to find it if they did try to break into your car, right? You've got hella options. Obviously the trunk, back seat, even under the engine bay. I've seen some people who get really sneaky and they put the AirTag in their engine bay. No thief is going to break into your car and think to open the engine bay so that they can look for an AirTag. Shout out to CarLock. Didn't like all that vibration going on. Speak of the devil, right? But a lot of people, when they break into your car, they're not looking for an Apple AirTag. In the heat of the moment, they're just trying to get in your car and get gone. Now, like I said, this is not going to stop anybody from doing anything. You're not going to get any alerts. You're not going to get any notifications whatsoever. But in the example that I explained in the previous video where the two cars got stolen, at this point, these two guys are using social media and the police to hopefully find these two cars, right? Which basically means they're hoping that people see them on social media and report them. They're hoping that the police finds them. Anything can happen, man. And these cars have been gone for pretty much a week at this point, a full 7 days. Anything. These cars could be in New Mexico for all we know, getting chopped the hell down, at least with something. And it doesn't even have to be an Apple AirTag. It can be any device that you want to use. I suggest Apple AirTags just because, if you're using an iPhone, then it's the best of the best. I've had no issues with it. But at the same time, you can use whatever you want. But you need some sort of GPS tracking device in your car. If you're not big on car security and going out and spending that money, you think it's, a farce or some bullshit. I get it. I know a lot of people like that. I know a lot of people that don't believe in CarLock, that, think it's a sham or think that I'm trying to make money or something like that. I get it. And I'm not here to knock that person or knock those people and force this down your throat. That's not the case. But at the end of the day, you need something, whether it's CarLock, whether it's, I don't know of any other security companies that's really, hot like that, but you can take your car to any, like in Charlotte, we've got a car stereo warehouse place that a lot of people go. And then of course, for the 2022s and 2023s, you're supposed to have some sort of enhanced security mode or whatever the case may be, which I don't think that tells people that your car is being broken into. I just think it limits the horsepower. But, you should be able to find somewhere to get some sort of low jack on your car. You feel me? But for those people that are not interested in paying that kind of money and you're not interested in preventing somebody from breaking in and stealing your car, the least you can do is when they do break into your car, at least you know where the hell it is. Now, as you can see, I've got it in my case because, like I said, this is the Apple AirTag for my keys. So, because your boy loses his keys all the damn time, so I need something to locate these bad boys. And then, not to mention, like, you can use your app and all that good stuff to locate your car. So, in the event that you're parked at a big ass concert or something like that, or a big game or something like that, and you literally forget where you parked your car, and like I said, you're just interested in kind of getting away on a budget type deal, you can use your app to show you exactly where your stuff is. Like we've talked about this in a previous video. I'm not going to get too in detail in it, but look at it. So me personally, I've got Apple AirTags for my wallet, for my keys, for my camera bag, and for my car. Now I wouldn't advise you, when you get the Apple AirTag and you put it in your car, don't name it Dodge Charger ScatPack wide body with the red stripe on the side, because if you're in a store or something like that and somebody else gets a notification that your Apple AirTag is close or something like that, and they just happen to be the person that wants to steal your car, and they see that a Dodge Charger wide body Scat Pack with the red stripe has been reported in the area, 9 times out of 10, your car is getting stolen. So name it something anonymous. You know what I'm saying? Don't name it Dodge. Don't name it car. Name it something anonymous that people wouldn't know. But I mean, like, you can look right here. I've got my keys. I got my wallet. I got my camera bag, and I've got my car. When I tap on the location of my car, like, boom, like, come on, bro. Like, I'm literally right there. Let's scroll in all the way. Like, this is really good. And I say that to say, because, like, look at the parking spots. Like, I'm literally in the middle of the parking spot. A lot of you can't see it, but, like, look around. You know? Like, I'm literally in the middle of this parking lot filming this video, looking stupid, but filming the video nonetheless. And it's going to, you know, track it down to the whatever. And then you can play a sound. You can find it if it's nearby. If you got iOS 13, or no, if you got an iPhone 13 or higher, you can use the find nearby option and then just kind of walk around and see where your damn car is. You got notifications, notify when left behind. So this is kind of a detection mode. So this would get annoying after a while, because every time your car left your home, you would get a notification. So even if you were driving it and you happen to take it somewhere, you get a notification. But notify when left behind. And then you can exempt one location. The location that I have is my house, which basically means if my car is leaving my home, I don't want to be notified, because 10 times out of 10, I'm driving it. And I don't want to get notified and, annoyed with that. But for a lot of you guys that's hella paranoid or whatever, you can leave that off, so that anytime your Apple AirTag that's in your car is no longer detected by your phone closely somewhere, or detected at a particular location, or you get out of the range. You can tell I'm thinking this shit out as I'm talking. But whatever the case may be, whether or not it's out of range or something like that, you'll get a notification. So when I leave my camera bag at the house, or no, not even at the house, when I put my camera bag in the car, and like I said, for all of my Apple AirTags, my one exception location is my house. So if I leave the house, I don't want to be notified that I left it behind, because it's at home, right? But if I take my camera bag with me and I put it in my car and I go into my parents' house or something like that, I get a notification that my bag has been left behind, which basically means that my phone and my bag are no longer within that radius of one another. So you could do that for your car as well, which basically means if for whatever reason your car and your phone are not in the same radius or whatever the case may be, and you don't have an exempt location for your home, you'll get a notification that that AirTag is no longer within proximity. So that could work. That's a cheaper option right there. I just thought about that, and that does kind of make sense. So for you guys that's not really interested in breaking it down and going ahead and buying one of these expensive car security devices, that kind of works too. I mean, you can always track it, and you get a notification whether or not it's no longer within the radius of your phone. But for real, guys, you need something, because after seeing those 2 Scat Packs stolen in Charlotte last week all at once, and the fact that they're still looking for them, that lets me know that those guys didn't have anything on their car to track them. And mind you, you're driving $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 cars, or $100,000 that everybody wants. Everybody knows what it is. We've talked about this. So let's just be honest. You need something. So if you're not interested in dropping all that money for CarLock, or dropping all that money for a third-party alarm and security system, I got it. But get you something, man. Get you something cheap and small to at least track your car. God forbid it does get broken into, right? Yeah. Do that, man. If you're on a budget and you're not trying to drop a stack on a car security system or something like that, drop an AirTag in your car, put it in a location that nobody would find it, because if somebody breaks into your car and they see an AirTag sitting in your cup holder, they're going to toss the AirTag and then your car is gone and you'll never find it again. And it defeats the purpose of having it there. So you got to put this AirTag somewhere in the car where only you know it. I wouldn't even tell nobody, only where you know it. And that way, if something happens to your car, you should be able to track it at all times. And these batteries in these AirTags are really good. I've had my AirTag for a little over a year and a half, and I'm just now getting a low battery notification. And you can take it to, like, you know, a cheap battery store or a grocery store, or whatever the case may be, and get one of those little flat CR123A batteries. That's all it takes. So for $29, you can literally track your car wherever the hell it goes, if you have an iPhone. I think it works for Android too, but I don't know why you would have an Android in 2022, but whatever. For all you guys out there, you know, look into it, man. It's a budget option. It's kind of a different, unconventional option because a lot of people may not see it that way, but I do, and I've been using it for this, and it's been working, and I've had no issues with it. Like I said, at this point, I don't even remember where I put it because I put it there about 1.5 years ago. I could find it if I wanted to with the phone, but, you know, I'm not really interested in doing that. But just check it out, guys. It's just another, you know, just something I'm throwing at you. You don't have to use CarLock. You don't have to use Apple AirTag, but use something so that when your car gets stolen, or if it gets stolen, I should say, you can at least track it and see what the hell it is, and then let the police know this is where my car is. And then that's going to significantly expedite the time that it takes to get your car back, and the likelihood that somebody's going to be able to take it down to Atlanta and chop it up if they know that it's on the highway going to Atlanta. And you can see where it is at all times, because these cars are terrible on gas. You got to stop for gas somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So let's not act like you're going to be able to take this car from Charlotte to Atlanta on 1 tank of gas. That's not happening. But as always, guys, it's your boy Knockout 360, man. Just trying to keep the hood safe, man. As always, like, subscribe, comment. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.